What's up, guys? Super Late Night Cast back here covering the last team I wanted to cover of my teams, the Carolina Hurricanes, 17-13-4. Just really can't seem to get the traction that we're used to. This is definitely the most season of adversity we've seen. If it just feels like if it's not one thing, it's another. Goaltending's been spotty at best. We called up Antti Raanta again today from the AHL. He was 1-0 with an 87 save percentage, I believe, in a couple of starts for the Chicago Wolves. We either score one goal on 55 shots and get out goaltended by 2-1, or our defense is bad and our goalie can't get the timely save and we lose 5-4, kind of like we did against the Islanders before the Christmas break for hockey. It's just injuries, specifically to Frederik Andersen, has kind of thrown everything in flux and wacky. Pyotr Kochetkov before the Islander game had been very, very steady, but you really can't, and great, but you really can't ride a young goaltender that hard, that quickly, with only 42 starts under his belt. Brett Burns has struggled, and Father Time might be knocking a little bit. Maybe it may be time to try a different pairing with, I think it's Slavin and Burns, but maybe Burns should get a little less ice time. I'm not necessarily sure, and I'm not going to act like I know hockey backwards and forwards, because I don't. But the defense has struggled in big-time pockets, and with struggling, inconsistent goaltenders at the same time, that's not helping whatsoever. We did have our 6-game point streak was snapped in the 5-4 loss to the Islanders, so there was a little bit of traction, but a couple of shootout losses to Washington and Pittsburgh. Even though you got those points, we kind of look listless in the shootouts every time we take them for some reason. But our penalty kill has been amazing, only giving up one power play goal in December. And our power play itself has been better at times and in pockets, so that is good. Stefan Nason's probably been the best Hurricane consistently. Jack Drury as well. We just gotta find that traction where you rail off 5, 6, 7 in a row and get a double-digit point streak, because every point is going to matter. Because I think we're sitting 9th in the standings right now, and if we don't find consistency in net and consistency on the defensive side, along with a little bit more consistent net, it could be difficult, because you're pressing to score, make things worse, and then give up transition opportunities, and the vicious cycle of ugliness could continue to rear its ugly head. But there's still a lot of time left. You got to take it one game at a time, as cliche as that is, but you just gotta do that. And hopefully this mini break for the Hurricanes, coaches, players, staff, everyone can just take a breather and then come back together and pull on the same rope, because that's another issue. You've kind of heard Rob Brind'Amour be more critical than he's had to be in the past about people not buying in necessarily, and things of that nature, and that's not what you want to hear coming out of a locker room. But he's always been brutally honest, and he's always going to tell you like it is, and Rob Brind'Amour knows it, and the team knows that they're going to be in a dogfight. We've already had a players-only meeting, and after that players-only meeting, we rattled off a 6-game point streak. But it's just been so consistently inconsistent. Definitely not what we're used to. The injuries, obviously, you can't control them. But Don Waddell might be goalie shopping. Because even if you get Auntie Ranta steady, I don't know if you can rely on Pyotr Kochetkov to take the lion's share until Frederik Andersen. If he can come back, he's resumed skating, and the prognosis is maybe February, but again, he'll have to knock off all the rust, and that'll be in the height of every game mattering. Every game matters right now for the Hurricanes, just as uneven of a start as we've had. Even though we're 4 games over 500, it's just gonna come down to it, and we all see that as fans, and hopefully things start Carolina Hurricane hockey gelling and just start stacking the W's like we did last year. You need Andrei Svechnikov, you need Sebastian Aho to be those star players, to be those cogs to putting together a really good run. And I think that's going to happen, and there's a lot of veterans in that locker room to make it happen. It's just the expectations are so high when things aren't perfect and are going sideways. It's kind of hard to swallow because you're not used to this 2-step forward, 1-step back, especially in the goal in net, and just the scoring. Either we explode or get none because the opposing goaltender goes Herculean, that type of thing, and not getting the timely saves when you need them, and all of that. All of that is just encompassed into a non-Carolina Hurricanes like start to the season, but that doesn't mean that it can't end the way we want it to. You just got to start stacking the W's and believing in the process and sticking with it, even through the frustrations. And I think this break will help the Carolina Hurricanes do that. But that is my thoughts on the Carolina Hurricanes as we head into December, or after the Christmas break. They'll start tomorrow against the Nashville Predators, so we'll hopefully get this post-break hockey off to a good start. As always, let's go Canes. That's my thought.